Hello. Good day to you. I was born in 92. I am an old lady, 33 years old. But there is so much nostalgia when it comes to gaming for early 90s games. And I thought today would be so fun. I've seen all these trends of like makeup from the year I was born, or books from the year I was born, movies from the year I was born. Today we're doing games from the year I was born, so 1992. So if you were a 92 baby as well, have some fun. Let's go reminisce on things that we were too young to be playing, but probably formed some of the developmental years with gaming. So let's just talk about it anyway. Like I said, I was a baby, so I did not play these games the day that I was born. But they're things that I saw throughout my childhood, games that I may have played since being born, and and things that have definitely shaped game history. So we're talking about the big ones, the top five or so that really made an impact with gaming and are notable for the year of 1992. We're going to be checking out some trailers and some commercials. It is so hard to find some of these older commercials. It's a needle in a haystack. So I'll also have an honorable mention. So check that out. Don't miss it. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So without any further ado, here we go with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This is a commercial actually originally from Japan. So you're going to see it's in Japanese, but it seemed like the most authentic for what was actually playing at the time. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay. Oh my god, this is a little disorienting. Ooh. So we see Tails is being introduced. Some cool gameplay. We just play this on my stream. So pretty cool. Ooh. A really quick, snappy little commercial, just a 30-second spot there. But I think you're able to see some of the main elements that really make this game like come to light. Like I said, I just play this on stream, so it's very top of mind for me. But we're seeing these really cool winding roads, these cool experiences that are really unique to Sonic 2. We're seeing him dashing, rolling, doing all the classic stuff, but we also get a little peek at Tails, which is, you know, a whole new world for us. We're getting introduced to this character, getting more character depth and development there. And we're seeing some actual gameplay. This was a really memorable moment from the game, and so it's cool that we get to see like how is it actually playing, even with its faults. It's, you know, it's 16-bit. We're talking back in the day. It has its limitations, but it comes out perfectly. So I really like this commercial. I thought it was pretty cool. But let's go ahead and take a look at another one. All right, so I just really wanted to show you something that was from the US to get a different perspective. I think that last one was perfect for getting how Sega really wanted to advertise this game for themselves. But here we're getting an American outlook that's a little bit more focused on the technicalities and introducing a lot of this to us.
When you buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1, you'll get Sonic 2 absolutely free.
Ooh,
Sonic
buy
2
one, get
handles double
one.
Stains, embarrassing bald spots, no problem. It even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, you can play it too.
Okay, so they're taking the goofy path.
Value. You get 2 Sonics for the price of 1. Sonic 2 fits easily into any tackle box. Made from a space-age polymer plastic for years of family fun. And pets love it too. Buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1 and get Sonic 2 free. Act now. Wiener Dog Sweater.
So silly. So we're getting a very goofy outlook on this game and how to market it. They're trying to make it like an infomercial. We see that you do get 2 games for the cost of 1. So that is, you know, that's not a lie. That's, you know, a perk that we see here. But we are seeing it advertised almost like those, you know, as seen on TV products from back in the day. So it feels really like of the time. And we're also able to see like how was it actually looking like in the box when you got it, when you got your Sega Genesis, you got Sonic 1 and 2. This is exactly how it came. And we can also see, you know, there's this whole goofy part with the actual box for the game, and you know it's being silly, but we're able to see kind of what some of this looks like. Of course, a little bit of gameplay here too, it looks like, but it was a really quick commercial. That was just 15 seconds, I think. No, 30 seconds. That was also a 30-second spot. For some reason that felt faster. I guess because there's less gameplay, but yeah, these were cool. These were cool to see, and I think, you know, having just played it, it's cool to see how different this is from the game and how things would be advertised now. Because I think nowadays it would be a lot more gameplay, some of the cutscenes, a little bit of like sprinkling of story just for some interest to pique people's interest. But back in the day, it was like, get 16-bit, get this good deal. That's it. Like, there's the actual value propositions are so different from how things are advertised today. So pretty cool. And here we go with one that is also nostalgic. We haven't played in a little while, but we played recently-ish on my stream, so also very nostalgic. I love this game. So this is Streets of Rage 2, and this was the official trailer, supposedly, according to YouTube. We get that awesome music in the background. This is kind of cool for a trailer, how much gameplay we're getting in it. So cool. We get to see some of the different players, or the characters, some of the different characters that you get to play as. Some of the key, very memorable characters that you come across. You know, we see the same people time and time again, same little bad guys. Some of the bosses are popping up here, so that's pretty cool too. We see some of the goofiness of the game here. So silly. I think that's one thing that you see a lot in like early 90s games is there's a certain playfulness, goofiness, like just ridiculousness that you don't see too much anymore without it being like really forced down your throat. Like here it just comes off so organically. It just seems like, yeah, that's what's happening. That's what it is. And it's ridiculous at the same exact time. So pretty cool. This is a pretty long one. We see a really big range here of scenes and parts of the story. And I mean, there's not much of a story being shown here. It's just pretty much like you're walking around and you're hitting, which is honestly a big part of Streets of Rage. Like that is what it is. But it's just fascinating to me that this trailer has like so little other than just like, yeah, and then you smack this guy, then you smack that guy, and do it all over again. And then you're outside, then you're inside, then you're in the rain. Very cool. Oh, such a good game though. This one is saying for 3DS. So this is I guess the re-release one is for 3DS. So this trailer isn't from the 90s, but the game is. This game came out in 92. So just something to keep in mind. So I think maybe that's also why we're seeing more of the actual gameplay and it being a little different. But this game is so nostalgic. I did, kind of recently play it on stream, and it's one of my favorites that we've given a try of like the retro category. It feels like an easy play in some ways. Like it feels effortless, but it is challenging. It definitely tripped me up in some parts. There's some parts that, keep you going, keep you working. But you definitely have fun along the way. And the goofiness and the ridiculousness of it all is just awesome. So yes, if you haven't tried it out, definitely play this game.
Recently, we compared two superheroes.
Another classic.
Super Guy and Kirby from Nintendo.
Kirby's Dream Land. This also came out in 92, obviously.
No weapons, nothing. All Kirby's got is
such a different advertising style.
Kirby's Dream Land, the thrilling new adventure game on Game Boy. Kirby munches, spits back.
Oh my god, look at this. Because it's on Game Boy.
Kirby, and he packs a mean bite. Kirby's Dream Land, only on Game Boy.
So cool to see this commercial. I think this is like a prime example of how different things have changed. Here, it's really about selling you the character more than it is the game. Like 100%. We're seeing all of those like cool animation pieces. Those are completely separate from the game. It's like, no, Kirby? Yeah, that's what we're selling you. If you like Kirby, you'll get this game for the Game Boy, of course. But it's not like really introducing Kirby too much. It's not really giving you much of like a story or anything to really work with. It's just like, there's this cool character, right? You like Kirby, buy this game. And then, of course, the handheld component, the power is in your hands. So like, yeah, remember that cool thing we have? Game Boy? Yeah, Nintendo, that's us. So so it's pretty cool to see, but so different. This feels really like old school, like 1950s, 60s type of advertising that's just evolved, and then this is how like the 90s took it. But so cool to see. Next we have Mega Man 5
And on Game Boy,
that also
the
came
hit
out.
series continues. From outer space, the
Again, we're
Star
talking
Droids
all
have
about
descended
Game
on
Boy in
Earth, using
92.
all new weapons and joined
And
by
not Game
tangled
Boy Color,
cats,
just
Mega
classic
Man
Game
must
Boy
stand up to
or
the
Super
alien
Game Boy. That was
invaders.
it. And so it's
4
cool.
megs of Game Boy power, and it's compatible with Nintendo's new Super Game Boy for play
Super
on the
Game
big screen at
Boy.
home. Mega Man 5.
So cool. There's just gameplay seen here, and then a few things that kind of stand out about Game Boy and Nintendo in general, but not much about Mega Man or anything like that. Again, I think they're like, yeah, you know these characters, these are beloved characters, you just need to buy this game. So a completely different view than we have nowadays. Even like beloved franchises are all about showing you what's so cool and unique about this specific game. And this one, you don't get that as much other than it's handheld. But, you know, back in the day, those were the value propositions. It was like, where else can you do this? This cool thing called handheld gaming. So I totally get it. Really cool to see. I like this one. This one feels so of the time. And just for like a 30-second bit, it gets straight to the point. Last but not least, we have Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat came out in 92, and if you know the Mortal Kombat franchise, you know that it can be over the top and ridiculous. So of course its commercial was as well. Let's take a look. Screaming the streets. Chaos. Teenage insanity. It rules. That's all you need to know. Awesome. Mortal Kombat. The end. I love it. I love how this is just, it's yelling at its demographic. It knows exactly who those people are, how to reach them, and it doesn't try to do much else. It's just like, Mortal Kombat! And then like a couple glimpses of a game somewhere in the distance, some fighting, and then a bunch of like grungy teens. So this one is so funny, and here you can see where it was available. So we have Sega Genesis, Super NES, Game Gear, and Game Boy. So you had a plethora of places that you could play Mortal Kombat. It was available, and it was such a big game. So really cool to see this one. I think that's such a notable one for the year. It's definitely in the top. A quick honorable mention here, Wolfenstein 3D also came out this year. I couldn't find an actual trailer or commercial from the year. I don't know. It was like digging high and low, can't find it. But here is some gameplay so you can feel the nostalgia. This was a game that my dad played all the time, like every night. Like I remember literally like dreaming about this game, and I had no idea what was happening. Not exactly. I mean, I knew there was a guy, a gun, you know, shooting people, whatever. But I didn't know, you know, the story behind it, any of that. And so to look back at it, you know, after all these years, and know the story now and everything, it's so nostalgic, because this was like, this and Doom were the things that I saw my dad playing. So Wolfenstein 3D also came out in 92. Definitely an honorable mention. It was so impactful and legendary. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a pretty quick little peek into what was running in 92, what was happening. And I know, excuse my background, just in my apartment here, thought I'd turn on my webcam and do a little filming for you guys and go through a list of things that I thought was pretty neat to find. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. And if you don't already follow me on Twitch, make sure to go ahead and give me a follow at The Mighty Maya. I'm available there on Twitch, and I stream almost every day. I try to stream every day. But, you know, keep your eyes peeled. I'll be posting my schedule, and I also have a Discord channel where you can keep up with me. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you in the next one. Bye.